So I wanted to pull my RevenueCat data into an Excel file without paying for an extra service or extra tool, so I gave Claude one prompt, and after 25 minutes I was able to have a local app that exports every single Monday all of my data into an Excel file. This video is a full walkthrough where I'll show you the full process. I'm Daniela. I've been working with data for over 10 years now, and recently I've been working with Claude for automating all of my tasks, especially the tasks that don't require a whole infrastructure and also a full data pipeline. Sometimes the easiest is the better. And this tutorial is going to show you how you can achieve the same without a full data team to deliver what you want. So here's the full picture. You have an app where it shows 4 tabs. One of the tabs is kind of the run now that exports all of the raw data into a CSV file. You can do this manually or you can even schedule that, but I'll go there in a minute. So for you to have this running on your computer, the only thing that you're going to need is your API key from RevenueCat. Once you have that, you basically just save it under settings, and you can export every single day, every single hour, or schedule at any convenient time that works for you best. So in the first tab, you'll have the run now, and this basically is for you to run manually every single time that you want. It is very user-friendly. It just asks for your API key. Of course, if you save that once, you don't have to do it every single time. But basically you can save it under Excel and also into Drive if you want. You just click Run Now, and basically it will show you a live log of what is happening, like extraction started, when it finished, and everything like that. You can also see your run history, when was the last time you run. And basically this will save you all of the CSV files on a raw format that RevenueCat sends it to you. And these CSV files are saved according to the date itself of the folder path that you choose. So when you go into dashboard, that's where kind of the magic happens, I would say, and you will have 3 chosen of the data source. I put here synthetic data just because I didn't want to show you any RevenueCat data, so synthetic data is also available to kind of see what it looks like. So Claude will basically just put data over there that it's not real, but it gives you somewhat a feel of what it would look like. You can also choose the latest extraction, which is basically the last day that you've run, for example, and a custom folder. For example, you wanted to run from last week. You just put the path over there. You can also click the upload to drive after build, and then build dashboard, and this will export you to the Excel file that I'm mentioning. You also have another tab where you have the schedules. This basically has the name of the schedule and the cron expression. Don't be alarmed with the cron expression. For example, you can just Google, how can I run like every single Monday at 10 a.m. or something like that. You just copy that and paste it over here, and you add the schedule here to make it the run that you scheduled. That's easy as that. And you are able to see all of the schedules that you have. You can call it, for example, every Monday, like I did over here as an example. And also you can go into settings. And this is the part where you can save your API key, and also you can sign in into your Google Drive. And I will explain you a little bit how you can do that. Just signing in into Google Drive seems easy if you are kind of the owner of this project. If not, you need to ask for permissions. You can also put where you wanted to save your the dashboard output path, and save settings. So very user-friendly, intuitive. You probably will only use it for kind of the schedules bit, and also to add the settings. But once that's settled in, you can go ahead and just see everything being downloaded and created. And yeah, that's basically the full picture of this project. So let me show you everything that you need before you build this. So there's only two things that you need to do so. You only need the API key from RevenueCat and also a Claude Pro subscription. That's kind of a given. And for you to have the RevenueCat API secret, you just go to your RevenueCat dashboard and then just go to apps and providers. And then under there, you have the API keys. You just click new secret API key, give it a name, select the V2 version. Always put the newest version to be the most updated thing with their own documentation. Generate, and you just need to show key under all of the keys that you have, show key, and then just copy and save it under settings once that local app is built. Okay, so let's actually build the thing. You only kind of need the prompt and the skill for this, and basically once you download the Claude app, you can open that, go to cowork, then just create a new task. You then go to work in a project, just choose the folder where you want to save all of the files that Claude will generate for you, and also kind of the exports where they will be saving to. Just select that. One of the things that I think is really valuable for you to save a lot of resources and not spend all of your usage into just one prompt, you're going to the LLM model and just select the Sonnet 4.6 instead of the Opus 4.7, depending on the time that you're watching this. But yeah, a lower LLM model will solve the issue, and you don't need to go the extra mile and use a better one. So you add the skill and basically just copy and paste the prompt. You wait a couple of minutes and you'll be able to see that in one side Claude will generate all of the instructions it needs to do to accomplish that. It starts to create a lot of files that you're going to need in order to do that. And yeah, basically you just go grab a cup of coffee and wait for Claude to do its magic. So once Claude just finished running all of the tasks that it generated to complete this task, you'll be able to see all of the files saved in the folder that you selected, and you basically also have the instructions on your side to complete the task that Claude gave. Basically, you just need to install install.command. This will you'll only need to do this once. You need to approve some kind of installs on the backend, and after that's finished, basically just open the app that lets you run the RevenueCat export, schedule, build the dashboard, and also save the settings of the RevenueCat API, and also the Google Drive sign-in. And yeah, this is kind of pretty cool. It just shows you what it did. And once you do that, and let's say that you want to open again later, like the next day or something like that, like I mentioned, you don't need to install it again, but you have kind of the open RevenueCat Extractor.weblog file, and this file will always open the app on your browser. And as you can see, it's very user-friendly. You have 4 tabs: the Run Now, the Dashboard, the Schedules, and the Settings. The Run Now will just export all of the CSVs and the raw format of RevenueCat. The Dashboard will use those CSVs to build the dashboard exactly as RevenueCat has on their side. You can choose from latest extraction or a custom folder, and also you can tick the upload to drive after build, so you can have that saved into cloud. Then on schedules, you can also put that saved, for example, every Monday, like I did. It's very simple. You have, like I mentioned before, you have kind of the cron expression. You just Google what's kind of the cron expression to run on the time that you need, and Google will give the answer. You just need to copy and paste that. And yeah, under settings, the RevenueCat API Key. You also can set the default output path to save the dashboard. You can also use this to, for example, export to a cloud folder that you already have on your computer and sign into Google Drive. So that's essentially it. I find this very helpful because exporting a lot of dashboards in a weekly cadence can be very time consuming. And you don't have to do this nowadays, and paying a service to do that is also not intended, since it is very a simple job. So yeah, you can use that and it will save you a ton of time. So that's it. One skill, one prompt, and you'll have an automated schedule RevenueCat exports into your local machine. I hope you like this video. Everything that you're going to need is on the description below. Let me know if you hit any error or difficulty while running that, and also any other suggestion for this will be welcome. I see you next time. Bye.